Because the free one is more than enough.
No, I use it for uni.
Yeah, it's good for uni. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Waleed uses ChatGPT proper. Like he uses it for coding and work and everything. He destroys it. You know what he does? Whenever he sends a paragraph to our family group chat, it's all done by ChatGPT.
No way.
حبيبي يا عامر يا أخ.
Yeah. Email.
ChatGPT is saved life a lot. But because apparently, like one time, like I was using it for work. Yeah, I was asking it questions, and I was thinking, okay, instead of Googling it, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I asked the ChatGPT thing, and you know what? And then I told them, give me your sources. You know what I mean? He said, it doesn't work.
You can't reference?
No, he didn't give me
You can.
He started giving me a story, wallah, instead.
Started beating around the bush, wallah.
Start beating around the bush. I think maybe if you pay for it, it will give you the sources.
You know what it is?
Huh?
On the side?
Yeah.
On the right side of the on the left side of the screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's different GPTs. So the chat
Oh, yeah. Sah.
is the normal one that you're speaking to.
Yeah.
And then there's different types. So then there's ones that are made for, say, for example, for coding.
You mean bots
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
No, the actual chat itself, the AI has different
Is that the
chats.
free one?
But does it give you the link?
The one you paid for?
No, the one that you pay for.
Does it give you the link? Like, for example, let's say.
It gives you everything. It gives you the site that it cited it from, the page, everything.
There's the one
Okay,
where you
but
can
let's
talk
start
over
over.
too.
Yeah, that's the paid one. That's the paid one, Ryan.
Listen, should we
Well, I was
just
looking for source and I was saying, nah, I can't use using this information, bro.
Is it called Breeze or something?
How's the coffee?
Mine would taste
Straight coffee, best one. Like, no taste, but I just wonder. if
Taste
it
my
makes
one.
sense.
Has sugar too, I think.
The coffee is
No, mine doesn't have
disgusting,
sugar,
bro.
by the way.
Your one doesn't have sugar?
I didn't taste it.
Because they mixed it up.
I didn't even taste it, cuz. Got like 3 sugars is too much.
Look.
You're supposed to be a role model.
ما انت قاعد تشرب الثلاث سكر.
Okay, take my one.
Why, Azran?
Because this is the sugar.
Ooh, John Jones won. Knockout round 3.
Who did he fight?
Stipe Miocic.
Sugar one, yeah?
Yeah. There's nothing in
Charles
that.
Oliveira.
Did you watch the
They put
Tyson one?
sugar.
Nah, that was
It's stupid. They made the wrong
Wow,
thing.
yeah.
Huh?
It's a
Because
because
there was
black
a
coffee
couple times,
anyway.
remember
Yeah,
when
it's not the
I
best.
don't like their coffees.
Jake Paul punched him kida.
That's I think
The
now.
opening.
Huh?
Can you see it? Can you see me
Yeah,
properly?
And he did this.
Yeah, we can
Bro,
see
he
that.
kept inviting his thing. Did you see it?
Yeah.
He kept inviting his glove.
I don't know, wallah. He looked to be rigged.
It's fire. Anyways, boys, let's get started. How's it going, people? And welcome back to the GalacticOz podcast. Lads, now it's getting عادي now. I don't care. I just say it, it's fine, you know. I'm good at this shit now. خلاص.
You think?
Because the people in the comments are actually starting to say Hamid is actually getting better episode by
hyping you
episode.
up.
I'm under
I'm
threat,
like,
man.
it's actually decent, wallah. I don't mind
YouTube
it.
comments. It's a YouTube comment.
Guys-
When am I going to get my turn? When's Hassan going to get his
Well, we
turn?
need to get our
No,
turns too.
no one's gonna get their
We're
turn.
waiting, bro.
Been waiting for years.
Until you're coming late, you don't need to get a turn, wallah. After that.
I'm not late, but like I told you, I'm going to be late.
Anyway, today we've got Hassanan, Nail, Rayan's making another comeback, and now Abdullah as well. We're going to do the top 10 under 23s. Now, when I said this, some people over here think when I say under 23s, it means 22 and below. When you say under 23s in any tournament, that means it's from whatever your age, inshallah, 1 year old, all the way up to 23. That is what under 23s means. Abdullah,
Now, we've had a discussion on this podcast before saying that in the Premier League now they have an under 23s league, and we said it's the biggest waste of time. 23, you are grown.
Play with the men.
You know what? You're. It's the new prime in football because football is so young.
That's true.
Zamanik used to be 27, 28.
That's true.
The new prime now is 23, 24. So you can't tell me a player that's 23 is still a young player.
No, but he's under
I don't
23.
know. Anyways,
He's 23 and under. Abdullah.
whatever,
Like
bro.
the title
Whatever.
says.
I don't have any 23-year-olds in my list. So then, when you come for me,
Anyways,
just keep that in mind.
there's a lot of howlers, so please, guys, please bear with us. Wallahi al-azim. These
Howlers?
lists-
I
these
think my
lists-
list was okay.
just so I can tell you now. So because some people made those mistakes, there's a lot of big names that haven't made it to the list. And
Made it to the top 10, good.
Big top 10. Big players.
yeah, but
players
we're
that
gonna-
are considered best in their position in the world, probably.
Are
Some.
we going? We're gonna start from every
We're
player
gonna
that's
start-
mentioned. Right?
We're gonna start from the
mention.
players that weren't even in the top 10.
Yeah, but we're gonna mention them all.
Of course.
Okay.
So
Everyone.
wait. Do you have a list, combined
everything.
of like the top 10?
Yes.
A combined. Let's explain the rules
Combined.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what we did is that you send me your list 1 to 10. Number 1 gets 10 points. Okay, so that's 10 points. Number 2 gets 9, and so on and so forth until number 10, which is 1 point. Yeah, I get everyone's list together. Say you put Jude Bellingham first. I'll put him first. That's 20 points already for Jude
Okay.
Bellingham.
Yeah.
So I do that. I tally up all the points, or ChatGPT does it for me, and then I come here. I put the list together, and then khalas. We go through the list of 1 to 10.
So how do you know the players that
10
didn't make the list?
10 to
The
1.
people that didn't make the list, obviously
They got low points,
They have
like-
low points.
Yeah.
مثلا only Amir put him in like 4th.
Fair. Okay, makes sense.
And that's it. He's outside the top 10.
That makes
like
sense. That makes a lot of sense.
There's a player that's in there that I had to put very, very high to make sure he's in the list. Or that.
So you did your list after you saw all our lists?
No, wallahi, without even seeing your list.
So after ChatGPT, did you make a did you edit
Combined
Yeah, I edited it.
Ahmed, did you ask ChatGPT to do the list for you?
No.
This 2023 players?
No way. I asked her to do the whole combination of the
Okay,
points
okay.
and list them and then put in brackets who put who where. So Jude Bellingham, where did Nail had Jude?
Okay.
Where did
Okay,
Ryan
smart.
have Jude? Kida.
OpenAI sponsor us. Use the code GalacticOz
please,
for
wallahi.
20% off discount on
I'm
OpenAI.
talking about.
Yeah. Check out ChatGPT.
And by the way, for the fans, Azam never did this before, yeah? This actually sounds... This is the best top 10 so far. This is the best top 10 so far.
I used to come by.
You know, when I told him I did it, it's like,
That's amazing, wallah.
That's a
Azam.
good
That's
idea.
amazing. That's the best top 10 so far.
we're leveling
It
up.
hasn't even
We're
started.
leveling up on that. That's right.
That's not bad, wallah. Because you know what? At least it makes sense this way.
Silly, wallah. Anyways, we'll start with the players that were named outside of the top 10. Coming in at number 1. Okay?
No, what do you mean number one?
Number 1 as in like outside the list with 1 point only.
Don't
No,
do it
that
like
means
that.
Okay?
No,
I'll
that'd
ask,
be like under
you want me to
20.
just mention them?
No. The one with the... So, how many players all
So
in
there,
total?
is there a,
Okay,
is there
I'll
a
tell you-
top
I'll
10
tell
for
you-
them too?
No,
I'll
how
tell
many
you this,
players
I'll
all
tell
in
you
total?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the players that just missed out.
No, don't do that. How many players in total?
In total?
Yeah.
That missed out?
No.
No, the
the
whole
whole
thing. With the
thing.
one that
The
made
whole
it.
list.
Yeah.
So there's the 10,
Yeah.
and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 players.
So 23
overall.
players.
So 13
So
didn't
start
make
with the very bottom, and that's player number 23 on our list.
Yeah.
23.
And you know what, dude?
Yeah.
The
just-
least,
And then
least
we
points.
go up.
Least points.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I said.
Yeah, you said number 1.
Number 1 as in least points, 1 point only. You got 1
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
only.
No,
one,
you got it
bro.
wrong. You got it wrong.
The way I
numbering
worded
on
it is
stage,
bad.
number
Yeah, I
eight.
know.
Do
Yeah.
like 20, say like 23 to like 18. We'll say.
I thought, you
So
know, when
go
you
through
said it, I
five,
thought
and
like
then
you were talking about player number 11.
And Azam, please, we know you're lazy these days, but you need to edit this.
You need to
Come
cut
on,
this
bro.
out.
Yeah, you need to cut this out.
Come on, bro. So we're going to go through number
Azam thinks
from
this is-
23 to 18.
Azam thinks
Wallah,
this is
imagine
entertainment,
put-
by the way.
This is
gonna
not
put it in.
entertainment,
He
yeah,
actually
buyer.
thinks this is
This
insane.
makes us look like
Tell you why,
amateurs.
because he misses us, that's why.
No, he
He
was...
misses this nonsense.
You could listen to it by yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
when you upload it,
listen to
upload
it by
the
yourself, but
proper
don't
ones.
upload it, Azam.
Anyways,
Please.
there's 2 players that only had 1 point outside of the list. So only one person had them in, both of them. One of them
I know who.
is Gusto.
Malo
From
Gusto.
Chelsea.
What a waste of time, bro.
Nail had him.
Hey.
Nail had him in 10th.
Yes.
That's why I said some of Nail's takes today. in this
Nail.
one.
Nail.
Now, do you want to
Nail.
defend him?
Wallahi, he's
Or
alright.
should we save you the embarrassment? Wallahi, move.
Nah, let me
Wallahi,
ask you a
just
question,
tell
then
us,
be
tell us.
honest.
Tell us
Well, in
your
the
thought.
Premier League, bro. He's
I-
playing in the
Boys.
Premier League. It's hard. If you're gonna,
So I can tell you this now. We're not going to spend much time on these guys. These guys don't matter. The actual...
I'm the
actual
name the
stuff-
bottom 5.
The actual
Dude,
stuff-
bottom
Name
five,
the bottom
we'll go
five.
up, we'll go up.
Let me ask you a question now. Be honest, yeah? Do you have him in your FPL?
I don't play that.
Okay.
Alas, move on now.
Do not.
Alas, we have Gusto, Ryan Gravenberch, didn't make it in. Hoyland, Paul Kubarasi, or اسمه شنو? From
Basi didn't make it in?
Kubasi. And I had to search his name. I'm like, who is this guy? Because by name, I didn't know him. And then I saw it's the
guy with the
midfielder.
jaw, yeah.
It's the midfielder from
No, he's a
Barca.
centre back, come on.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, my bad. That guy is absolute, like, top tier.
tier,
one.
bro.
He's,
But would you
he's-
say top 10?
I would. Top 10 in the world. The way Barcelona are doing.
and
they're
Ryan,
an
right
integral
now,
part.
he's 17 as well. And he's an integral part of that team.
No,
And these, and
That's the
I
thing.
took into
Ryan
consideration.
don't believe all these
I
lies
took into
or what?
consideration how high their ceiling is. Like if he's 17 and he's doing this,
yeah.
Come on.
Ryan, it's all lies. Every single player in Barcelona at the moment is 17 years old.
The fact,
That's
by
what
the
they're
way,
saying.
The old Barcelona's back. La Masia.
the fact, by the way, that Nail you put in Holland in that list, wallah, I was fuming.
What do you mean?
Attention, hey.
Nah, boys, come on, wallah.
Boys,
He's
hey,
playing
no,
at that-
no.
he was
Wallah,
playing
hey,
at that
I got a
back
question. I got a question. Because it's
thought
under
maybe-
23.
I gotta move some more in there.
So
Inside? Or
Yeah, now you keep going like this.
No, because
I
I
know,
got
I'm gonna sneeze soon. Hey,
I
you
can't
was
see
going
you,
hard,
Because
bro.
he's every time you mention a player, he's getting further out.
He wants to leave.
He wants to leave.
with the list, boys. How are we measuring this? Before we talk about it,
No.
Yeah,
because
wallah,
are we
lazim.
saying
This is the thing.
potential trophies, what they've done,
In your
what they
opinion,
could have
best top
done?
10.
That's what we
Does
do.
someone have them on
No,
manager
how about
mode?
this? How about this?
When we get to-
when you're defending your picks,
Yeah.
like مثلا now on the controversial picks of Hoyland and
and
Gusto,
Gusto.
he needs to give us his criteria.
Oh,
Because
no,
it's-
I'm
it's-
I tell you, all I want to see is consistency. When we get to the 10s, the top 10s, if it's your player in there and you give me a reasoning for him, and then there's another player in there that you bought and you give me a different reasoning, then this is a mess.
Yeah, makes sense.
I need just some sort of consistency. Doesn't mean I'm gonna give you consistency. I might be biased, come out. I'll be honest
You
with
have no consistency.
All right,
Yeah.
but we're just gonna try to at least manage that.
But you know what? I keep moving to this side to see you because the cameras and the thing. That's why I keep coming
Don't
to this
worry.
side.
Look at him, just speak to him.
Nah, just look at the screen. I'm not,
So there's Kubasi, then we had Saliba, another mistake, Arsenal fan.
That's my bad.
Okay,
My bad.
Saliba,
Because he's 22.
Saliba,
I
and,
forgot about him
And the
completely.
only reason why he's even in there is because I had him 7th.
Yeah,
No one else
he
had
should
him.
be in everyone's list.
No
Boys,
one else
wallah,
had
you need to explain why you don't have him because I explained I forgot about him completely.
I'm not
So
gonna
big
lie,
my
You
bad.
know the thing is, well, like even
22,
Saliba, like,
bro.
I forgot that he's
Yeah.
young.
You
no,
if
hey,
I had him,
I just
would.
want to say that's my perfect. There's a player I missed as well. They're so good.
And so mature, you
and you've
think-
seen them
you
for
don't
so
think they're
long.
Yeah, you think
you
they're old.
forget they're young. Yeah, you
Exactly.
forget how young they are.
The thing is, there's so
There's a
many
couple
of
players
them.
on the list. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
There's so many of them that are considered the best in their position in
And
the world.
there's gonna be a
Like,
bunch of
some of the
people-
best. Anyway,
There's gonna be a bunch of people watching this right now. They're gonna go on Google. Oh, you missed out on this player.
Yeah.
I didn't go on Google. I didn't go on
No, actually, you know
goal.com.
what? Saliba's 23.
Yeah, that's
Take
why
us
I said
back.
Abdullah, and that's your reasoning for not putting him in.
Nigga, bro.
Yeah,
He's a grown ass man.
What was your point there?
Yeah.
What was your point just then?
Huh?
You said I made my point. You
No,
guys
no,
gotta
I
explain.
was saying, I forgot about it. There was someone that's 22 that I forgot about. That's why I thought it was Saliba, but it's not.
No, I'll
he's
tell you
23.
anyway. I'll tell you.
Probably Calafiori, maybe.
Anyway,
Okay,
moving on. Barcola. Nail.
Barcola,
He shouldn't come anywhere near it, bro.
PSG left wing.
And shout out
Come on,
Naswail
you
won
guys
too. Wallahi,
serious?
they had him in
You
their
guys
top
don't
10.
rate
Nah,
You
How
guys
about
don't
this?
rate him
You
the
know,
way he's-
you know who I'd rate the center mid they have. The
Zai Emery. He's
I'd
in my
rate him
top
more
10.
than him. I don't
Because
think.
do you even rate any player from
The
PSG?
way,
from
the
the way he
league
plays
anyway?
reminds me of the young Mbappe because when he was 19, he was just taking on players so easily.
You know what I don't like about him? The decision making and the end product. That's what he doesn't have. And compared to all the youngsters that we're gonna mention, majority of these guys are like grown men. They play like they're grown men.
Yeah.
This guy's more still as a kid.
Fair take,
You know?
fair take.
That's the reason why I didn't have him in. Anyway,
What's his name?
Barcola.
Barcola, the
left
winger
wing.
for PSG.
I never heard of him.
Dread's kid on the left wing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he played
He
for France.
starts-
I think he
he
scored.
starts
He
for
scored a
France
crazy
as well.
goal recently.
Against Italy,
Yeah, that was
in like the
unbelievable.
first
goal.
minute.
Yeah.
Did he play against us last year? Against Real Madrid? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would know him. Yeah.
He played in the World Cup.
Anyway,
in,
boys,
Europe.
we need to get through these names. Wallah, lazim.
Yeah, quick.
No more pit stops. Ahmad Diallo. Nail had him.
Nail, what
seventh.
are you doing?
Guys, hey, Diallo!
Nail is like they told me
boys,
the top under 23 players from Man United.
Look. One of the things I do
know
is,
that.
well, like, if
Yeah,
they play in the
no.
Premier League,
Oh my God.
listen, if they're young and they play in the Premier League, I'll rate them above anyone else that plays in any other league.
Nah,
Because the
come on,
Premier League,
bro.
wallah, Azim is one of the hardest leagues.
That's bias.
Nah,
That's bias.
100%.
It's bias.
For me, wallah, it's the hardest league.
Nah.
To survive in the Premier League, wallah, Azim, at a young age where it's so physical,
It's
wallah,
very
Azim,
biased.
you gotta give him.
But it is very
I
biased.
don't
You,
know.
can
Give
have-
him more
you
points,
do rate
bro.
them highly, okay, for out of respect, but it is very, very biased. Because that's not the only league that
That's
exists
how
in
I
the world.
judge the wallah.
'Cause
That's how I
these
judge my
seats-
top 10.
Nail, but you watch international football where these players come up against each other in the on the national stage. You watch Champions League where they come up against
I
each
still
other,
think
and you
Premier-
can
I
see
still-
you can see some that are above everybody else.
Yeah.
It's so clear, and if you compare them to the players at United or anybody in the Premier League, like Malo Gusto. Yeah, Malo Gusto, would you take him? Well, I know he might be. Is he
No, 100%. Maybe I messed up.
Would you
down,
take
but
him
the
or
thing
Balde?
is,
Balde
guys,
for Barcelona.
I made
Balde,
this
easy.
list
Come
within
on,
half
bro.
an hour. You gotta tell him that. Well, I didn't take a long time to make this list.
Because
So
I
just
made
picked
mine when
straight
I
away
had
who I
it.
thought
How
was
about this?
good.
If I gave you 6 weeks to rate this, you're still pulling all the Man United players. Stop.
Wallah, I'm gonna put him.
Wait, one question. I just want to know one play. Did you put Garnacho number 1?
Kaze.
Nah. You see where I put him there?
Because I just see the check now.
No, you see where I put him.
I'll come to that. Anyway,
As if you guys not gonna put him in your top 10.
next player, Savinho, voted by Hassanen, is sixth position.
I'm not even nowhere near my top 10.
Rodrigo,
Savinho is out.
no one voted for him.
Me?
Besides Rayan, put him third. He's the only one.
How old is Rodrigo, by the
Bro,
way?
Hadji's missing.
How old is Rodrigo?
Rodrigo is
that 22?
Yeah, I think it was
22,
around that age.
23.
Oh, I forgot about Rodrigo.
What?
When I was counting everything, he's 01. It's 23.
Okay, that's why I didn't put him.
bro.
Come on.
That's why I didn't put him.
Boys, no. That's no excuse.
Because I went through my team actually.
What is he on the ranking?
He only got
He's
60
out.
points.
He's
yeah.
out.
He
You're
only
the
got
one that
top
voted.
10.
Yeah, but
What
he's
I put
23.
him? How many
Ahmed.
points
He
did I
put
give
him
him?
third.
Oh, third.
Third or sixth?
Third.
He put him third.
But he's 23 years old. That's
Right,
right.
come on.
more
Tell
than-
me, please. I can tell me someone that's 23. That's
Hey, Senna, we're gonna go to the next one. Next one after that, Bukayo Saka.
Outside
I
of top
flopped
10.
that one. I flopped that one. Sorry.
Outside the top, what are we doing
Sorry,
on this
sorry.
podcast?
You know why? Because
Is he
he's
23?
23, bro.
He's
He's
23
years.
I'm he told us under 23.
And
Under 23 means under 23.
Yeah.
Not 23.
So,
Boys,
if
we
I
all
see
play-
a 3 number 3 over there, that's it. Skip.
Boys, we all play football here, okay? When you're playing under 16s, a 16-year-old is on that pitch.
he's not wrong, Wallah.
No.
He's not wrong.
Come
Wallah,
on,
he's
bro.
Not wrong, Wallah, Abdullah. He's not,
This
Wallah, he's not wrong.
This
not.
guy's trying
Wallah.
to, he's trying to
Nah,
say
me
that.
too. That's what I did too.
Abdullah.
That's
he's
what I
not,
did
and
too.
he shouldn't be.
No, Wallah, Abdullah, he's not wrong. And on those lines, guys, we used to have a couple 18-year-olds playing under 16.
Yes,
No, but
yes,
see,
yes.
I agree with Abdullah because
Because
I agree with Abdullah because if you go through my list, there's not a single player who's like over
yeah,
22.
mine are all under 20, under 23.
Yeah,
Mine
22
are.
and
22 and under.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Boys, wallahi.
But hey, the Saka one, I found it,
Anyways.
Wallah.
Yeah, your reason
Wallah, I'm
is
not going to
cool.
lie, you know what happened? It was around 1 o'clock. I was folding my clothes and I'm like, I was thinking about my list and I go, Saka!
And the good thing is
And
that
then I
you mentioned
Googled
Rodrigo.
You know
as
what
well.
though? Saka and Saliba, for example, these big howlers, these guys, if we do a top 10 centre backs in the world, currently, Saliba's in there. If we do
Wingers.
top 10 wingers in the world right
Yeah.
now, Saka's in there.
Yeah.
So that's credit to them that they are above the under 23s
Yeah, yeah.
list.
Yeah.
That's more what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, Abba, try and make it nice.
Come on, bro,
You
this
missed
is
out.
No, Wallah, it's true. Wallah,
This is
it's true.
really-
I agree with you personally.
Habibi Hassoun Inter.
Wallah, Abdullah's right, Wallah. These guys are just different, man.
That's what it is, bro.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, boys. Last 3 players. So we get through
all these
These are all that
have
out of the
made
list. So we'll get through these last 3 in one go together, okay? Just let me finish all the names. Xavi Simons, Kobe Mino, Garnacho.
It's Xavi Simmons?
Those are the 3.
No one
Garnacho
had
didn't make
him?
the list.
I had
Those
him,
3 didn't make
I had
it.
him 10.
How come Garnacho didn't make it?
So I'll tell you,
Wallahi.
Xavi Simons,
Now,
Xavi Simons.
guys, wallahi, let's talk.
Send us,
let's be serious.
Kaz.
I'll tell you.
Kobe
I'll-
Mino did not make it.
I'll tell
Let
you
me
the
see my list. Let me see my
I'll tell you,
list.
send us.
Bro.
Xavi Simons, Abdullah had him in 10th, and Rayan had him in 9th. So he made 3 points. Kobe Mino, Nail had him in 5th, Rayan had him in 8th. And Garnacho, Nail had him in 2nd.
100%. Boy.
And Hassanin had him 10th.
I had him 10th.
Just to let you know.
Kobe Mino, wallahi, I'm actually
just to
surprised
let you
at
know,
that
I
one.
mean, I love this guy. I didn't even put him in my top 10.
Oh,
I put him
I
as
didn't
number
put him in my
10.
top 10.
I put him as number 10 because I like.
Okay, it's too
Guys,
many.
just
too many.
this season, he outnumbered so many superstars. Wallahi, I mean, in
I'll-
terms of goals and assists, bro.
I'll show you
Nah,
the goals
nah,
assists
in
too.
that-
And I searched that up after we did the whole list. I was like, let me see if we're missing something. Like, are these players in like close with the numbers? Because Garnacho is so way off
From everyone else.
from everyone
that's
else.
in the list.
Wallahi al-azim. So way off.
Me, I only put him
Cole
at 10.
Palmer.
Mind you, they're having a bad season.
Cole Palmer.
Now
Hey,
he's
you're
having
not
a
having a
Bellerin.
bad season.
Wallahi, I was like,
Now
no,
in
no,
like in
no.
the United bias, because Garnacho, Diallo, Hoyland, Maino.
He put the whole squad.
Hey,
He was going to put Bruno Fernandes. I told him to do it.
hey, relax.
Rashford number 1?
Relax, that's Rashford.
How's Rashford?
Nail.
Be honest, bro.
How's
Did
Rashford? How's Rashford? How's Rashford?
It's like 27, bro.
He's above 25.
27,
He's an old homeboy. cuz.
Nah, you would have put him
Nail.
honorable
Wallahi,
mention.
no,
Wallahi.
we need you to go away after
Maino?
this. No, and start watching.
Maino's not in it, bro.
No, hey,
Nail,
no.
you need to watch some La Liga highlights and
else
some
picked
Serie A
Maino?
I didn't
highlights.
pick
Hey,
Mano.
no. Abdullah.
Nobody else picked him.
Wallahi, he's not wrong about man. I picked Mano too.
You know why I didn't pick him? When you compare him to all the other midfielders that are playing right now, that his
nothing,
age,
bro. They
they
do
are miles above.
He
They've
never
got
get near
years of
any of them.
experience.
We saw the
Wallahi,
we saw the Euros.
We did.
We saw him in the Euros.
did.
bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Did
I
he not
know.
perform?
He did.
He did.
So
but
what
he-
do you
he's
not
not
perform?
to the same level
His
as me, bro.
his team.
And the players, no.
Then how is there anyone better than him? Wallah, lazim, by
I'll-
far. Like
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
no. There
I'll
is
tell you
We're
this.
gonna tell you now. We're gonna tell you.
There is-
He's not even in the top 10.
Nine,
Yeah.
the people
No,
that
there
you're
is-
putting
oh,
in,
that is hard.
that not everyone is in his position. I made sure that my list is fluid. It's not gonna just have attackers. I made sure that you need to put defenders in there, and you're gonna have to put the best, like one of the best in their position, يعني in the world.
And,
Some of the
like,
best.
I
you
mean,
know?
Wouldn't you
And when-
say his position is one of the hardest?
What,
It
as
is.
an
It's
eight?
the
as
most
a
demanding
midfielder.
As
position.
an 8, like he was
Yeah,
in
as-
is it 8?
Nail, but what
It's
we're
kinda
saying
someone
is
that's
the
driving with the
players
ball
that
coming.
aren't playing in his positions, that are from other positions, they're like competing with top players in the world. Like he's some of the best in the world in their positions, not just like under 23s.
Nah, but Abdullah, if you look,
You'll see when it
there's,
comes to
there's
it.
players. Don't get me wrong. Wallahi, there's players I put way above him. I put him 8th. Yeah. The reason I put him 8th is we saw him perform at international duty, help his team get to a final. We've seen him perform in the FA Cup final.
And
Hey, but
we've seen
this
in
is-
that final, the other side, there's little kids that are destroying him
and
and his team, bro.
no,
It's
no,
nuts.
Abdullah, no. But I'm saying I put him 8th. I'm saying he should be in the top 10.
I don't
I'm not
think-
talking
I don't
about the guys you're naming. They're in the top like
No,
Yeah, but I
5,
look-
6.
I
one
don't
thing-
think he's better than
No,
any
no,
of the
Abdullah.
people that are having my top
I
10.
tell you though, the one thing I put, I made sure to like just have this into when you're calculating this. these players that we're mentioning, like Amino or whatever, they're just people that just came into the scene. I'm not going to disrespect someone like a Pedri, who's by far one of the best midfielders in the world. Forget under 23s. He's been doing this shit for about 4 years plus.
He's been injured. No.
I can't disregard that.
He was injured for a while too.
Yeah, I know, but I can't disregard that. Like, he's playing game in, game out. Manu just broke into the first team in preseason. Just came in. And then he missed the start. And he missed the start. Last year, sorry. And he missed the start of the side.
And then came in the second half.
Yes.
Massive impact. Wins the cup.
100%. Doing so well. But the span of the time that he was doing it for is very short. And the players that he's playing around, Taban, whatever, it's a different whole story. But I just did the timing. The timing of it.
You know, Dagiga. And my thing is, I will like give the player more credit if he's in a successful team. Not because I'm not gonna say it's his fault that the team is unsuccessful, but I'll give more credit for the boys that are in a successful team to say the team is successful because of their part, them playing a part in it. Hasi Kobe Mainu, we started, Amir, you were hyping him up pre-season last year as what? As a 6.
And he was unreal.
No, as a
in
6.
That preseason
as a 6 or that?
Yeah, no, as an 8.
Ericsson was up as a 6, bro.
Ericsson.
And then
Ericsson
he came
and
Casemiro. He's like he's a ball carrier.
He
he's
was in that game. The way he got injured, Kamal was carrying the. He's always been like that. What I'm saying
is the type of player that he is. He should be doing a little bit more to help United.
I thought you were going.
What do you expect from him? What more?
No. I thought
it's just what he has.
I thought you were going in a different direction of where you're saying these players that are in successful teams and are still shining. That's even harder than to perform at a Man United. To be honest with you, if we see one little good thing or whatever, you're gonna say, "Wow."
That is also true.
It's gonna you're gonna just magnify. Khalas, this guy is unbelievable. Whatever. But these guys have been starring in teams like Barca. Come on, in teams like Real Madrid. This players that are just shining in with world class players.
I mean, don't get us wrong, but that's the top. The people you're talking about. That's like fighting for 5th. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st.
No, but
this is like we're talking
in the
about
top 10, and then
there's so many positions.
Judge Maino against
so many positions.
Okay, but I'm just saying I'm just saying
you know why?
I'm saying it's not like it's not going
and then we could judge
the
ones that didn't make it.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong that you put him in the top 10. I put him 8th as well.
Well, the only reason
because
he's a player that you can have an argument for putting him in the top 10.
No worries. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no worries.
All the other ones you're comparing him with, we've seen him doing it for so long. That's the only reason. He just came into the.
That is true.
That's the only reason.
That is true. And then you got to respect that because if you're doing it for that long, who knows what came in
that short time that he done it in, he done so much at different levels.
But let's not get it twisted. All these players that were saying they were doing it for a long time, in the span of Kobe Maino's career, like this little bit, they were also smashing it like
They've
that.
done more.
They did the same shit too.
I'll tell you,
we can't,
with this list, but it's under 23s. There's a factor we have to put into as well, potential. From what we've seen of Kobe Maino, we're like, yo, this guy's got potential to be one of the best in the Premier League soon.
I don't know.
I think that is a bit of a stretch.
No, we see it. We
too
see
much
it
of
in
a
England.
stretch,
We can see him one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. I'm saying that. From what I see him,
I don't know.
like, yo,
too much. I think
bro, look at his age. Look at his maturity. You're like, yo, this kid's too composed. Imagine him later on.
Age, who do you think is doing better in the Premier League?
At his age? At exact same age? Or are you saying the under 23s list?
Around that age in the Premier League.
The under 23s list? Because if we say
his
under
style of
23s list,
position,
Ryan
as a
Gravenberch
midfielder.
is doing way better than Kobe
As a
Maino.
striker, I'm talking about as a midfielder.
Ryan Gravenberch is doing way better than Maino in that position.
He's an under 23.
And he's the exact same position as Maino. Ball
There's
carrier.
the other Ryan too from Nottingham Forest, what's his name? Ryan Yates or whatever.
No, I'm not familiar.
Oleina? I don't know. They're not.
Anyways, boys, we spent too long outside the top 10.
All right, let's go.
These now in the top 10,
Oof.
10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th came with the same points. So they're all basically 7 to 10. Don't take it as this guy is 10, this guy is 7.
So that's the top 10.
They're all together, those two, because we ended up getting the same points, the same number of points for 4 players. So they're all on 11 points. Nico Williams, Gvardiol, Mason Greenwood, and Florian
How
Wirtz.
did Mason Greenwood sneak in there?
That's my nigga.
Forgot about him.
And that's my nigga. That's right.
Why again?
Hey,
These
Be the boy.
Homeboy's
These
been
are
around
10
for
to
like
7.
4 years, bro.
Guys, I
You
chucked him
forget
in.
that he's under 23.
Come on, cuz this guy
I forgot about him.
is,
Wallahi.
and you know what I did?
No,
I was
I
like,
forgot about him. Wallahi.
you know, I thought let me just look up his stats after we made the whole list. I was like, let me compare his stats to the big players in the Prem, like the Palmers and this, because this guy's not even far off. He's played 11 matches, 8 goals, 2 assists or some shit.
I'm just gonna stop dropping names of players that we're gonna speak about. By the way,
No, I'm saying
who you're comparing him to.
I'm
Don't
saying
drop names of
the
players.
big players in the Premier
Yeah,
League.
I
I
know,
said, not the
I know.
23s, big
I
players. Yeah. So I was like, let me just see.
So who's
how
number 7 now?
So they're all considered the same spot. Just forget that. We're just gonna have
this
6
is a
down.
howler.
So
they're all in one position.
What that's what I'm saying. He needs to stop.
No names, I mean, no names.
naming
Wallah,
players.
I'm looking.
That has even.
Had
Nisa
a fumble.
Kopama.
Oh,
Okay, let's. Okay,
Stop
my
talking
bad.
names.
fumble.
My bad.
That was a fumble.
So who's
Wallah.
number 10 to 7?
We go Nico Williams. He has 11 points. Abdullah voted him 6, and Hassanin had him 5th. No one else voted for them.
Who's this, Nico Williams?
Nico Williams.
Williams, yeah.
I'm wearing his shirt. Come on, Hassan. I forgot, to be honest with you.
You forgot him?
I didn't forget him. I just didn't put him in because of the players that I was going to put ahead of him.
Nico Williams, after
He's
that
got a case
Euros,
and a half.
after that
Yeah,
Euros,
that's it, wallah. That'd be
if
too,
you're
wallah.
not,
That's what
if
I'm
you're
saying.
not rating him after that Euros, and that would only be because you're not watching Atletico Bilbao.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I
true.
believe.
That's true. That's
That's what I believe.
That's true.
Yeah, you have
Because
to put
that
that.
performance, bro.
Yeah.
That's that warrants a top under 23
If you
player.
even watch him,
Easy.
if you watch him at Atletico Bilbao, just La Liga wise, bro, he carries the team.
Yeah, he's
He
the guy.
carries. Him and his brother right now are just on fire, man.
Yeah,
I fumbled him
I don't
as
think
well.
I forgot him.
There's one player that I forgot, and I'm pretty sure no one he mentioned, and I think he's under 23.
No, don't say that. Say.
You tell us at the end of the episode.
Huh?
We'll say at the
Tell
end.
us at the end of the episode
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's not on the list.
What about who was
Gvardiol.
Gvardiol.
See, another one
Hassanin?
that I'm
That's
saying
one
like
I
top
fumbled.
end.
Hassanin had him
top
7th?
end of-
How old
of
is he?
the world. He's 22.
Hassanin
I
had him
had him
7th.
7th.
Abdullah had him
Okay.
7th. I had him 8th.
That's what I'm saying. If
The
you're
only
saying
thing
Kobe
that voted for
Mainu,
him.
Hassi Gvardiol is closer to best in the world in his position
position, yeah.
than
Facts,
Kobe Mainu.
facts.
Yahlam.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So there's players like that are in this list. So it was hard for
Yeah.
me to pick any player from
No,
Man
it was
United.
just thinking United.
Wallahi.
Just wallahi.
Wallahi, I
Very
made the
hard.
list in short time, bro.
And
This list is so hard to do. Wallah.
Guardiola.
very tough.
This is the hardest list.
Gvardiol, one of the best probably on the ball in
100%,
the back, and come on
And
defensively
he's
solid.
becoming a goal scoring.
And he can
left
score as
back,
well,
bro.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Joke.
Did he score more goals than Kobe Mainu? Probably yes.
No, we're not gonna. Oh God, Allah.
Who's the third
Probably, yes.
person?
Leave my boy
Or they were
alone,
there
yeah.
four.
And then there's 2 more.
Huh.
Mason Greenwood,
Yeah,
who I had first.
That's why.
You're sick, wallahi.
Wallahi,
You
first.
are
Sick
sick.
person.
Wallahi,
No,
first.
no, no, daqiqa,
Let me
daqiqa,
tell you this
daqiqa,
right
listen,
now,
listen.
and I'll say my case again.
Yeah.
This guy, if he didn't have any of those cases,
Yeah.
forget we're not gonna talk about them. He would have easily been in Jude's position, like considered one of the best in the world. The way he was going was mental. He can score with his left, with his right. He was making assisting goals, dominating games. Every time he had the ball, doesn't matter where it was, you knew a goal was coming.
Now I tell
he
you
was
why.
scoring free
now
scores
I tell you
everything.
why. Even if he was didn't get those cases, why he wouldn't be at the level of who you're talking about?
Okay, go on.
Because he wouldn't have won trophies if he stayed at United. Let's say the trajectory is like numbers galore. My jab معاه trophy, and these other kids are carrying their clubs and their countries to trophies. He wouldn't be there. So there is no way in hell, whether with the cases, without the cases, this guy should be number 1.
And is he
This
better than
is a-
Saka?
This
Let
is
me
a
ask you a
personal
question.
bias.
Let me tell you.
This is a
about
personal
trophies.
No,
bias.
I'll tell you,
bro.
Abdullah.
I'm saying
I'll tell you.
performances have to bring trophies.
Abdullah, I'm telling you,
So,
listen.
okay, let's say now Saka, if he does not win a trophy,
That's
you would
why
not rate him up there.
I wouldn't put.
And
I
Saliba,
wouldn't
you
Brother,
would
stop.
I
wouldn't-
Stop lying, guys. I'm not stop lying. Wallah, stop lying. If Saka stays the way he's Harry Kane, why is he considered one of the best strikers of all time? No trophies,
Because
no nothing.
Goal scoring is just about numbers. Amr.
It's a striker's thing.
He's
It's a striker's
considered
thing,
one
yeah?
of the best goal scorers in history. Yes,
Because
because
it's one of
he's
the
done
best.
the goal
It's one of
scorers.
the best strikers. Forget
Man,
goal scorers.
no.
Strikers.
No.
Because on the
When it comes
ball,
to best strikers of all time,
No way, bro.
You're gonna bring the people whose goals brought trophies
when
along
you
with it.
when you talk
That's how
about
football works, Amr.
Harry Kane, do you limit his game to just goal scoring?
Yes.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Yes, Wallah, that's
one
what
of
it
the
is.
best.
Nah,
He's
come on,
one of the
guys.
best creative
You can't.
players.
Boy,
coming up
let's be
top.
honest, let's be honest,
Come
yeah?
on,
He's a top
bro.
player. Like him.
Let's
If
be
you
honest.
don't have the trophies.
He's
He's
playing-
you
Abdullah.
don't come in the consideration of all time.
Bro, okay.
Abdullah, right now
Mate,
he's playing in
mate,
Bundesliga.
yeah.
He hasn't even won that.
Facts.
You're giving
He's
him
gonna win
ammo,
it this
man.
year.
Huh?
Anyways,
win it this
We
year.
don't know.
This thing of Mason Greenwood not getting to that stage, I think is complete. Wallahi, it's just rubbish. Wallahi, he has all the qualities of a top player, and he was
So now
performing.
let's imagine.
It's Senna.
Let's imagine for your
It's
sake.
Senna, it's Senna.
So then we put him top
Let me
number
wait,
one.
let me just do
You
something.
should nowhere near be
Let me say,
anywhere
we're
near
not
number
gonna
one.
do we're not gonna do if buts and maybes
Ma
and
khalas,
shit.
that's what you're doing.
No, I'm basing it off his qualities. He still has those qualities now.
Is he even
So
under
these
23?
qualities make him the best under 23 player in the world.
Am I
Amr?
an idiot?
He's actually under 23.
If I'm picking from these guys in the Sunday soccer, like you
Yeah,
said in
you
last
pick him
episode,
first?
wallah, I'll pick him first. Are you
Nah,
sick?
that's a personal bias.
Are you
Amr.
sick?
That's a personal bias, bro.
Oh, you guys need to
Greenwood.
go back and watch some of these games. Abdullah,
That's a personal
every
bias,
time
man.
he got the ball, wallahi, it doesn't even matter where it is, outside the box, inside, left
I
or
know-
right.
I know he's
You
playing.
know
Because if
a
I
goal is
cover
coming.
if I cover my ears right now, I think that you talk about Neymar or somebody. Wallah.
Because you guys
This is
are
ridiculous.
sick, bro.
No,
Wallahi,
Amr.
He should have. No, he's not number one. Ahmed. He's not
I
number
agree
one.
with
He's
you,
not
wallahi,
number
on
one.
all of his qualities, and he is outstanding. And I said this. I said I'll take him at Arsenal over Saka. I said that.
Senna. I
Abdullah,
don't
you
care
take
what.
anyone over Saka because you don't like Saka.
Abdullah, wallah, I don't even care about that.
be
statement.
honest.
Look at how everyone is glazing over Kopama. We already mentioned his name, so let's just talk about it. Everyone's glazing over him because of what? Those goals and stuff. Wallahi, this guy was doing this shit back when, before COVID, during COVID. He was doing all this shit.
He didn't do them numbers.
He didn't do the numbers.
He didn't do
the numbers.
The Palmer numbers were crazy.
Palmer numbers last year?
Not for the season.
Yeah, 20.
Not for the season. I'm talking about as soon as he started performing. How people, Khalas, put him on
You're
the...
saying he's doing the
and
Palmer thing.
unbelievable.
The amount of exceptions he's putting for this guy,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Palmer thing
I'll
as in...
stop it.
Palmer thing as
Enough,
in performances, Abdullah, and being such an impactful player for his team. Him being Chelsea. Palmer is Chelsea.
Chelsea are now in the top 4 because of Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Greenwood wasn't dragging United like this.
And he
wasn't
didn't score
producing
20 goals,
those
did he?
stories. No, he didn't. He didn't. Ahmed, look, Ahmed,
this
there
guy,
is no argument
inshallah,
for this
this
guy
guy,
to be number 1.
that-
There is
I-
no
I-
argument
I
for him
hope-
to be number 1.
The number one is
It's
number
crazy,
one.
bro.
You know, hey, let me ask you
You're
a simple
crazy,
one.
man.
Let me ask you a simple one. One player I'll put in, Rodrigo Mason Greenwood right now.
Right now.
Anytime.
Mason Greenwood. Are you sick?
You're
Wallah,
sick.
you're sick.
You see?
Wallah, you're sick. I want you to just go back and watch, because I think you guys completely forgot.
Ahmed,
Wallah al-Azim.
enough.
Enough.
Let's move on.
Wallah, yeah, that's
I
it.
put
Now
him
I
10th.
understand why you put
10th,
Haaland
Ahmed.
there.
I put him on the list.
That makes sense,
I put him on my
Sickness.
list.
Yeah, me and you had him.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
else
put him
didn't
10th.
have
He's a
him.
talented player because he went to the series. He went
You
to the
actually
La
had
Liga. He
Greenwood
did,
at
and he's
that.
doing it in the French league as
If
well.
I
had
remember
Greenwood.
him, wallah, I would have put him in the top 10. I would have.
Yeah.
But number 1, Ahmed, that's
is
next
crazy.
level.
He had Greenwood.
That's Jinn, wallah.
For what reason?
Had to make
I
sure
put
he's
him
in
number
there.
10 because
That's
of
my
what
guy,
we're speaking
wallah.
about.
Anyways, let's move on.
Anyway, the last one in that 7th bit is Florian Wirtz. 11 points.
Yeah, I had Florian Wirtz.
Rayan
Now,
had him
Florian Wirtz or Mainu Nail. That's who I was thinking of.
Senna. Rayan had him 5th.
I don't even know who that is.
Abdullah had him
That's-
8th.
Don't do this.
Nah, Ahmed, no way you're saying that.
Don't do this.
Nah, I mean, no,
And
nah.
that is not-
talking about, brother?
Leverkusen,
Did
bro.
anyone
Say what you don't know.
Who are we talking about?
Nah, you don't watch anything but
You're
United.
blind.
That's why.
Bayern Leverkusen.
Leverkusen number 10.
The
Yeah,
cam.
the German one. Florian Wirtz.
The one that scored the opener in the
first goal
in the
in the
Euros.
Euros.
yeah?
I
Come on,
think I
bro.
know who you're
Nail.
talking
Nah, he's taking the piss.
But the thing
No,
is, I
it's-
don't watch these guys regularly, cuz.
Yeah,
but
no,
you watch-
fair
I
And
watch
he
the
shouldn't.
Premier League more, so
And he
I
shouldn't.
Bundesliga.
He shouldn't.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I had him 9th. That's how he made it.
Abdullah, you want to tell me you watch every league?
No, but now it's
Consistently.
no. لكن لما تحسي
You only watch like in the World Cup.
Yeah, but when you're watching
Nah,
the Euros,
wallahi.
see, when you watch the Spain versus Germany game, you think, wow, this kid's good. But
You're gonna
you
judge
watch
him
the
off
German
one game?
No,
you
I watch him. I watch him.
Okay, let's خلاص بقول the whole.
I watch him on
Yes,
Bundesliga.
Yes,
No.
and then you hear that Bayern Leverkusen went the whole season unbeaten.
They went undefeated,
They won
man.
the cup.
Imagine
They won
the
league.
Invincibles.
They're in the Europa League final.
And he was the most
And
crucial
he's the
player.
number 10.
Yeah.
And he's scoring and assisting. You
Yeah.
hear all of that, then he backs it up for you in front of you in the Euros, and you ignore it.
Yeah, bro.
And mind you, this guy,
I gotta watch him consistently.
he did his ACL as well. He came back from an ACL injury too.
He's a top tier
He's
player. bro.
he's one of the best young midfielders. Yeah.
2019-2020 Mason Mount, Greenwood. 10 goals.
Let's talk about Greenwood,
Like,
bro.
you don't want to give up, huh?
Wait. Let me
Let's
ask a
move
question
on. You're
first.
the host, Ahmed. Don't get emotional.
Shut up,
Ahmed.
shut up.
Ahmed, you're the
Shut
host.
up. Wallah,
You're
shut
the
up.
host,
You gotta
Ahmed.
stay composed. Come on.
Ahmed, don't get emotional.
bro. He's 24.
It's 23. Okay.
He's 24,
stop.
bro.
It's 23, wallahi.
23 and 11 months.
2019-2020.
Check.
It's not. Wallah, he's got the biggest bullshit out of The season he broke out, he came out.
Ahmed.
10 goals. The season after, 7 goals. Season after that, 5 goals. Then the case dropped during that season. He had to dip.
That's nothing. That's 17
Bro,
goals.
free the
bro.
guy,
Shush,
bro.
bro.
Nothing, man. That's nothing.
That's 17 goals in 3 years.
If he stayed Amir, maybe, but he didn't. That's the thing.
Ahmed,
So
stop
a
it.
lot of
Ahmed,
stuff
Don't
happened.
don't fight it. It's
Ahmed,
not.
remember you're the
It's not a
host.
hill. It's not a hill
Wallahi.
you want to die on.
Boys, moving on to the next one. Number 6. I don't know why the heck this nigga's even here. And I'm so pissed off he's in here. Camavinga.
Yeah.
What the heck is this guy
I
doing
don't know what
here?
he's doing there.
What is
I
he
have
here?
no idea what he's doing there.
Solid player, foundation
Solid player.
of Real Madrid.
Hassanin, just so you know, this nigga had him first. What are we doing, wallahi?
Of course.
Camavinga, I'll tell you something about Camavinga, yeah? You talk about Greenwood. Tell me one player, not in this, not, I'll tell you something. One player in this whole list, the ones in the top 10s and the ones outside the top 10s that had 2 Champions Leagues. Nobody, wallah. Absolutely nobody, bro.
Your team-
Rodrigo.
Huh?
Your team.
Rodrigo's not under 23. He's
This
23.
guy, this guy's team is worse with this guy on the pitch. Now, when there's been something in your mom, wallah, hasn't your team looks worse with
He
you.
is
no.
the superstar of Real Madrid, bro.
No, he's Amir. He's a
He's a
foundation.
superstar, bro.
And wallahi, in the season,
When he
every
first
season,
came in, those couple seasons, but right now he's not top 10 under 23s.
Nah, bro. Even
Right
with
now
France,
he's not.
No,
The
we're
only
not
reason
talking
he was
about
top
that,
10 man was
Amir.
because he was young, like really young, and people thought the ceiling was high.
No,
That's what
because
it
he
is,
was
bro.
actually performing well.
Nah, Ahmed.
he performs
I've
himself.
never watched this guy and thought, wow, incredible ability.
Abdullah,
He
he's the most wild player ever, bro.
He's not because he's physically there. He'll run hard and he'll keep the ball for you sort of.
He will keep it and does not for. So you know why?
You're scared that he's about to lose the ball when he gets
That's
it.
what
Exactly.
happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything
That's
is
what I'm saying.
so.
But you know what the problem is? The world of football rates this guy, and I'm like,
You know why?
How?
What
Why?
What do you
Because
see?
he's a player that you put on
when you
anywhere
watch
on the
Camavinga,
field.
He's very
every time when he's touching the ball with him, it looks like he's gonna lose it. But guess what? He will never lose it. Yeah.
But that's
He
not
will
okay.
never ever lose it. You know what I mean?
okay.
He makes other players think that I'm gonna lose
Look
it.
like you're about to lose.
It's not like that.
And hey, listen, look at the success Real Madrid had. He was a part of it,
Amazing,
man.
wallah,
And
Abdallah.
this is when the teams, when they have injuries, they have all of this. Camavinga steps up, goes
Amazing,
anywhere.
amazing.
And Ancelotti tells him go left wing, I'll go left wing.
The
Left
time-
back, go
the
left
time
back.
where he
Centre
played
back,
left back
CDM.
in the
anywhere.
Benzema season, that was outstanding.
That was good.
I was standing, but then we lost the semi-final because of that position. I mean, because he wasn't like that's not his position.
But
And he had to face Bernardo
already
Silva,
said-
and then
He's a
it
team
didn't
player.
work for him.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't want to give
He's
this
the
guy
most
this much time, boys.
fantastic player in midfield
I don't want
right
to give
now.
this
At the
guy
moment.
this much time. We come on, wallah. He
Ah,
put
well,
him
we
first, bro.
leave him. Bro.
Hey, he's not wrong.
Look, when
Hey,
I-
he's under 23. Say another 23-year-old got 2 Champions League on the list. He's
No,
right.
no,
in
wallah.
this list?
Simple as
That's nobody.
right.
I can tell you some people like.
Give me.
We're not.
You're gonna
okay,
get like 5 together. Give me 5 players that have won Champions League. Not even 2. Forget
Okay.
the 2.
Okay.
Because
We're talking
I haven't
about
checked my
league-
facts,
We're
but I
talking
know
about
I'm right.
a club title. This guy plays for one of the best clubs in the world.
It's not
Yes,
about that.
but no, and there was
For a
times
reason,
where
good
there
luck.
was like 7, 8 players out in the club. He goes, yeah, I'll go play this position.
And Ravo,
hey,
tell
I'll
him-
go
tell
here.
him Alec
I'll go
Allah.
play.
No worries.
And
Wallahi, no
it's-
worries. I'll
He's
back you
playing.
up.
He's playing Copa del Rey. He's playing La Liga. He's playing the Champions League. He's
Exactly.
playing the FIFA Club World Cup as well. He's doing all of that. Come on, bro. You got to give the guy.
And
And
with-
he's
and with
under
France too.
23.
And with France, he's
You know,
outstanding.
all these things. We're still gonna say right now is he top 10 under 23s. We're gonna
Yeah,
still say
first-
that
Jan,
right
you,
now.
in your heart,
when
of
you're doing
hearts,
this,
do you think he's the top 10 under 23 players in the world?
I know. I'm going to tell you right now whether I put him on the list. Ahmed, if you can confirm
I'll
for
tell
me.
you.
I chucked him
7th.
7th.
7th. Now, who did you say you missed out? All the people that you've missed out on.
Vardio.
Do you think he makes
Just
it?
Gvardio. Just Gvardio. This is
Do
the
you
only one
think
that
he
you
makes
made.
Do you
With
actually
all the
compare
people that
Gvardio
you
to-
thought you've missed
Of
out
course he
Camavinga?
compare
Does
him.
he
Of
make
course
Why
he
is that,
compare
bro?
him.
He
No
doesn't.
position.
He doesn't. So
No,
don't
no,
defend it like he does.
I'm gonna defend. I can defend it. I can defend that.
No, but
Abdullah.
I'm saying if you
With
think he
Guardiola,
doesn't,
no, with Guardiola,
not just
I'll be like,
Guardiola.
no, I'll say with
Guardiola,
Guardiola.
You forgot Guardiola. Who else did you?
And I forgot- yeah, okay.
You forgot a lot of players.
That's we're saying under 23, yeah.
Yeah.
Camavinga, yeah, he won 2 Champions League. He's already done this at under 23. He's helped his team. He's
but
been a vital
Ravo,
part of
we
the
are
team.
talking about
These
people-
players had a good last season. These players had a good 6 months, 7 months. With Guardiola, it was towards the end of the season he started killing it.
This guy 3
You
years,
know
bro.
that we're getting caught up with time. That's 6 months.
Guardiola, we watched
This
him
guy
in the
did-
World Cup, Ravo, and then
Prior, when he got
the
cleaned up by
2022
Messi.
World Cup, yes,
When he got cleaned up,
he had a
Lafa.
fantastic tournament.
He did.
Messi's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He can do that to anybody.
by 36.
At any age, he'll do it to
I am
anybody.
back that time that you're talking
That
about.
time, Gvardiol was like one of the hottest properties in
I
world
remember at
football.
Bayern,
and
he was
people-
at Leipzig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people were speaking about his season in Leipzig. We were just seeing him in the World Cup. That's what I'm saying. So he,
And then what about
hasn't just
Camavinga?
started
What about
doing it.
Camavinga? That World Cup. That's the World Cup.
It's center.
He was exceptional too. Camavinga.
Okay. Look, I see now
I
we're
just don't rate
getting,
Camavinga.
now we're
That's
doing
my
the wrong.
problem.
Now we're doing the wrong reasoning. I'm saying these players. You know, when you look at their past, no worries. It should be good. All of them should be. They're not on this list if they didn't have a good history. All of them should have a good history. So we know this already. That's the basis of it. But we are talking right now. If you are right now, you're still not performing to the level that you were performing a couple years back. He's not an integral part of the team right now at Real Madrid. You can say he was before when he was filling in all those positions and actually performing very well.
I don't think he was never a starter for Real Madrid.
It's center, but
And
when
he will never
when
be.
he was filling in those positions, is performing well. Yani, game in, game out, different story. But we're talking right now. Right now, when he's getting subbed on, you're not saying this guy's about to, do the job or
Yeah, but it's
whatever.
the
And he
position he
does.
plays. That's why. When
Yeah.
you see the position he plays. But, because this guy,
But we just said
Camavinga,
he's
a
a-
soccer career is like the crypto market, cuz. Sometimes it
It
goes
is.
up and sometimes it goes crashing down for
No,
2
because
years.
he's never a
But
starter.
when you go up, you go in the Champions League.
But
cuz.
that's
You
what
won the
we got,
Champions
bro.
League.
This guy was never a starter, bro. But I judge him, and I don't think he will be a starter for a
He
while.
might be, but when he
But
gets
the
to
thing is-
27, 28, he might be like a James Milner for the club.
It's not about James Milner. I tell you something, yeah. Actually, right now we argued about Greenwood for 17 minutes maybe, and then when he checked his stats, he told us, he scored 10 goals in 2019.
Yeah.
The guy's over 23 years old, and he argued about it for 15 minutes.
And guess what?
But I'm telling you,
And guess what?
Camavinga, we have seen it. We have been seeing it.
And
We
guess
see
what?
it every single weekend.
Guess what?
One of the best, not the one of the best. Like he would never lose the ball, bro. And he's a fantastic dribbler. Long passes, close passes, anything, bro.
You know what you're talking
Anything
about
you
right
want
now, Sen?
is Camavinga.
You know what you're talking about right now? You're talking about stuff that doesn't exist in stats. He's not in
doesn't
position
have to be
where he's
No,
pressured by
he's
stats.
talking about eye test, bro.
When
Eye
you're talking about eye test, Mason Greenwood doesn't pass the eye test. Are you
In
sick?
2019, he
Nobody's
said.
speaking about Mason
He
Greenwood.
is.
Yeah.
He is right
Talk
now.
to him,
He
please.
is.
Don't talk
Okay.
to
No,
us.
you Hassanen.
I'm
No.
And
He
Mason
said,
Greenwood, yeah.
no.
Menga better than Maina?
He
Guys,
said,
I'm using his logic.
I'm talking
He's not
about.
in my list.
I mean, 6. What's his name? Kevin Menga. Above
Hassanen had him
Maina?
number 1.
I had him number
Hassanen
one.
number 1 عشان كذا.
Because if I look at my list, okay, maybe there are some
I
players
think
that I missed
Kobe
out.
Maino was ahead of Kamavinga.
He didn't put Maina at all.
Or Kamavinga. الاثنين نخليه قاعد برا.
Boys.
Because this
والله.
guy, you're
No,
talking
no.
about.
Burning.
It's time for me. Calm down, خلاص والله.
I'm
There's too many-
your
there's too
Greenwood
many
take.
players.
Enough. والله. خلاص.
I don't know. Comments, please.
Moving
back me
on.
Comments, please.
Moving
Let us
on.
know what you think of Kamavinga. Are we, Amir and I blind, or is the world of football seeing stuff that we can't see?
Abdallah,
and Hassanen, of course,
Abdallah, go
seeing
back,
something
go back,
that we
no,
can't
go
see.
back to the semi-final 2022 between us and Man City and watch Kamavinga only. And you tell me, Abdallah, if he's not one of the best midfielders
Hassanen, you know,
in
you
world
know what
football
you
right
rate.
now.
You know what you rate.
Yeah.
You rate like a performance from the heart. A performance
That's what I
where
love.
a player shows hunger and is like combative. يخش يدوق.
This is George Kathakis. This one.
That's what you love to see.
Abdallah,
and he
the-
would have done that for you because you wouldn't have had the ball. Like Man City would have had the ball the
Guys,
whole
guys, I'll
time,
tell you something,
and
that-
he would have defended with heart.
The two
but
goals-
I don't rate that. I rate technical qualities. I rate skills.
He's got it too.
That you have to.
Wallah,
try
he's got
and
it too.
learn. No, that guy's first touch.
Because
والله
the
هناك
dribbling
ميزز
is
وبعدين يجي يخش
amazing.
يكسر.
Abdallah, the dribbling is amazing.
والله.
Boys. والله no. Boys.
Jesus,
خلاص. Enough. We're not talking about this.
But Hassan, I respect your opinion.
Okay, Abdallah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Abdallah.
Thank you.
That's all I
Habibi,
need, Allah.
خلاص, enough. والله, we're moving on from this guy, bro. Coming in at number 5, Jamal Musiala with 19 points.
Go.
Nail had him 6th, Rayyan had him 4th, and Abdullah had him 4th. I didn't have him on my list.
I didn't have
Why
him
didn't
either.
you have him on your list?
I
Him or Mason Greenwood?
Mason Greenwood, what the heck?
Guys, the Mason.
exposing you to
Guys,
all
the
the
point
football
now, the
amateurs.
point has to be
You
Mason
guys can
Greenwood
do
right
whatever
now,
the
like.
heck you want. You know, you're not making me look like an idiot here.
he
wallah.
have-
I believe this wholeheartedly, wallahi. What? Like,
Okay, let's not mention Mason Greenwood again.
thank
Let's
you.
move
Shut
on.
up, best wallahi.
Mason Greenwood, wallah, is.
Jamal Musiala,
You guys,
I didn't even think about
firstly,
him.
right now, you guys don't watch Mason Greenwood anyway.
And you do.
Well, yes, I do. Wallahi,
You
I
watch his
do.
highlights.
No, I'll go back and watch some of
Playing
it.
now, Besiktas?
No, he's playing at Marseille. That's the team, wallahi. One of the best teams in the French league. Come on now, wallahi.
Which unethical team's taking him next year?
Boys, we need to speak about Musiala, bro.
Guys,
Stop bringing him back.
Would
Just
you
so
want
you
him
know,
to come
Allah,
back to
just so you know.
United?
Oh, he took him, yes.
Would you want him to come back to
He
United?
interviewed for United?
No, actually, I don't
He
want him.
wanted to.
I don't want him. You know
He
why?
wanted to
Because
go
I
to
want
Marseille.
good things for him.
Right,
I don't want him back in
Depression.
Wallahi.
Fans, you know, my
Because
Anyways,
Marseille
boys-
didn't even want to sign him. The fans didn't want him.
Boys,
They
we're
want
talking
nothing to
about Jamal Musiala enough.
Oh, yeah.
Wallahi,
Musiala.
it's like-
Unbelievable player.
Musiala.
Where did he
Abdullah,
play?
why? Abdullah, you had him as in 4th, the highest. You and Rayyan had him 4th.
Unbelievable
Why did
player.
you guys have him that high up?
You want me to tell you the truth? I watched this kid in the World Cup when I went there. I watched him 3 games. I was like, bro, I was just impressed. I've never seen a young player play like that before. I was just like, whoa, this kid's something, bro. And then he can play on the left. He can play cam. His
He's a
dribbling
pure
abilities.
footballer.
I was the same with all the German players. I have these Bundesliga tax where I don't, especially if you play for Bayern, I don't rate it because if you're in a team where
Dominating
you have the
everything.
ball the whole time and you're dominating all the little teams and you have time to showcase yourself, you're gonna look better than everyone else. That's what I think. So that's why I have that on any player that is playing for Bayern specifically. So then this kid in the Champions League, different class, and then what he did in the Euros, come on, he was like the go-to. Like Germany need to get out of trouble, just give
Look
it
at
to
him,
him.
yeah.
He's the guy, and that tells you. That tells you all you need to do.
And
All you need to know.
you know, German players, they have this kind of, they look like they're just a system players. They're all system players.
He's a street baller.
Yeah. Like,
He's a
you know,
street
he breathes, lives, eats football. Like, he loves it, man.
And he's for someone that's not like super athletic and super quick, he gets past men so easily, bro. It's a joke. When he runs at someone and takes someone, I'm like, even Germany were playing him out wide, I think, at some point.
Yeah, he plays on the left sometimes, man.
That's
Playing on the
wild
left
for
side,
someone
yeah.
that's not quick, not strong.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
That's what I mean. It's like a Bernardo
outstanding
Silva.
Outstanding
It's,
ability.
it's like overall,
Yeah.
just footballing ability
yeah.
is just
It's
it's
mad.
very, very high. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have him in mind. To be honest, I think I forgot him. Like I can't give a reason as to why this guy wouldn't be top 10 under 23s.
'Cause I
he's one of the ones that should be 110% in there, and we should have all voted.
you didn't
for
have
to
him
be
at
honest.
all?
I didn't have him at all. I
What was he
completely
number?
forgot him.
I didn't even vote for him, bro.
Nah, it's
Hassan.
Because he's a
Bundesliga.
Bundesliga player, bro. He shouldn't be making top 10s.
This guy.
I would have
he's
even
elite.
had him higher, but the thing is, I feel like in the part, like this season at least, he has in the end of last season, he hasn't been shown as
Yes,
much.
hiccups.
The talk hasn't been.
He does
Game
have
as
hiccups,
much.
but you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? That's
That's the only
the,
reason.
the standards people have of him is like to be an elite world class #1 player. Like this kid's that young, bro, and he stands out in a team with Harry Kane.
But I'll be
Like,
honest,
imagine
with you, Rebo. I'm shocked that a player like Garnacho can't make the list, but this guy makes it a lot.
Come on, bro.
It's disgusting. Bro.
I
He's
think
trying to instigate you.
was-
He's trying to
I think-
instigate you.
I put him on my list.
I'll tell you this.
Jamal Musiala, what?
I'll tell you why he doesn't make it on that list. We already spoke about this before. Majority of these players that are in the higher part of this list, or even to be honest, the whole top 10.
They're
These are
mature.
players who are mature, who play the right passes, who are good at decision making, who are good at productivity in the final third, wherever or in their position. That's why we put them up there. Now, when you compare to a Garnacho, we already said so many times, Amad Diallo is way
Because that game
freaking
where
better.
he scored,
way better.
the game that he scored against Leicester, was it Leicester? The last
one
league
that-
game.
Did he
Leicester, celebrate?
He scored. No, his misses before that.
Yeah.
he misses
Yeah,
easy
he
chances.
misses. Yeah.
Huh?
Lately, he's been missing. But
That's like that to me. That to me is like a player that's mature. He
And-
would have had come out to the hat trick maybe.
Yeah,
that
and
game.
when you compare that to another player that you mentioned in your list, like Ahmad, if he had those chances, you know that's being
Ahmad
put away.
would bury it.
Yeah, so that's the level between the maturity. Come on, like, and this guy's been playing probably longer in the Prem than Ahmad. Ahmad obviously went to Championship or whatever it was, and then
Stoke
he
City
did, yeah,
or
he did
something.
well.
Or Sunderland.
So that when we're talking about these players like a Musiala or whatever, you would hardly see this guy make. You would see bad decisions here and there, but majority of the times, his end product is very very high. Yani. It's very like a lot of
He's
quality
serious,
in his
bro.
game.
He's serious.
He's a proper player, like a mature player when you compare him to the other ones. So that's why we would have him in a list like this. Anyway, moving on to number 4, Pedri. This is at least the first person in number 4 that we've all voted for. Finally, one player. Hassanin had him 8th.
Not bad, Hassanin.
Yeah,
That shows maturity.
At
wallah.
least
Well
he
done.
put a Barcelona player on
I
the
know.
list.
That's what I'm saying. Congratulations,
See, that
Hassanin.
tells you how fair I am, wallah.
Rayan had him 6. Actually, Nail didn't vote for him.
Actually, yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
what I was
everyone.
thinking.
Nail didn't
Allah, I
vote for him,
forgot
yeah. Rayan had him 6. Abdullah had him 5th. I had him 5th.
No, Pedri's quality.
Now, I think when you're comparing this guy with the top under 23s and everything, he has to be in there and at least top 4, top 5. The reason that I
Did
think
you
we'll
send me
all
the
give...
TikTok where they said this guy or the PR merchant, the PR merchant?
Which one?
And they're comparing him to a PR merchant.
Yeah. 'Cause this
Was it TikTok?
يعني
Again,
Highlights
it's just
of this
because
guy
he's
and they're
been
like,
around
it's
for
been
so
here to
long.
compare him
cuz.
to a PR
Cause,
merchant.
and he's you know when the player's been around for that long and they're performing the way he's performing, you forget like how high how high this guy's ceiling is. Like he's been doing this for time and he's just getting better and better. He's making it look easy. Like he looks like he's been playing football for like 50 years.
Yeah,
He hardly makes an error, hardly, and he's so important for that team.
You know, the
That-
thing is, you gotta give credit to Hansi Flick as well.
He's brought out the best out of him.
brought
Out
Best
of all
out
of
of
them, come on, bro. Out of the whole midfield, for being honest, bro.
But like just for him, like he's back on track because I feel like he's dropped off a little bit.
He definitely
and the
did.
injuries, I think they just dragged this guy that year when he played.
Yeah, when he played the Euros, what
Yeah.
was it, the World Cup?
the World Cup under Olympics.
He had the
Oh,
most-
I
the
don't
most
know,
games,
sometimes-
I think.
everything.
He
He's
had the
making
most games in the
Rafinha
year.
look like a superstar, bro.
Yeah.
But look,
Scoring
even
hat-trick
after
for
even
fun, bro.
even after those injuries and whatnot, he's still coming back and playing like
Yeah,
he's, like he
yeah.
hasn't missed a beat.
He's a joke.
That's insane for someone of this age. Come on, to think that this guy's still under 23. It's the same thing with the other names that we might mention in this list.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Iniesta a bit, like slow,
Exact
كذا
same.
حركات لكن but
It's just body feints. Come on, it's,
body
it's
face,
like
but I think
nothing.
end product for a centre mid, bro. It's a joke. When he gets to the
Yeah.
final third,
It's
when
danger.
he
He
gets
takes
to
those
the
shots.
box,
Danger.
He takes
there's
those shots. He's a
problems. There's
threat. He
problems.
knows where to position. I think this is going to be crazy take. I think he positions himself better than Iniesta in the box.
You reckon?
I feel like someone's going to drag me in the comments for this. I reckon, but
They
I
should.
feel like-
We're gonna be
and-
dragging you first before
No,
the comments.
no. I'm saying he's going to probably end up with more goals than Iniesta.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
possible,
Yeah,
yeah.
he probably would.
Yeah.
He probably would.
I don't know why he just takes them crazy shots, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nah, he's got a good foot on him, bro. Moving on to number 3, Cole Palmer with 27 points, voted for by Hassanin in 4th, Nail in 4th, Abdullah in 3rd, and I had him in 6th.
I fumbled.
Six,
That's the one I
Ahmed.
fumbled.
6.
You did? Nah, you didn't vote for him?
Huh?
No,
Four of us
of
only.
us.
Four of
Yeah,
us.
Raymond
Dayan
forgot
Dayan
him.
forgot him. Dayan forgot him.
Well, I
Now-
remember me. I said that was in my final list because I missed him. And then I sent him.
This guy sent me 3 lists, and he still had Garnacho in there. Okay, now.
Because I'm talking about that.
Garnacho, Ahmed, and Hoyland. قلت له.
Yeah. The people that I had above this guy, I just had a quick look at my list. The people I had,
Are they currently in the top 2? So don't mention them. He's number 3.
some of them are, some of them
Is he
are.
number
Because one of the
He's
players
number
that I picked, he never mentioned.
He's number 3. The only person that you probably argue with in my list that I had him under is Mason Greenwood, who I had first, who had to get into this list. I had to make sure he gets in 10 points from me, Tawali. I had to get that.
Crazy, yeah.
I had to get that.
You're like mugs, wallah.
Anyway, now who had him? You had him the highest. It was in third. So you think he's the third? And you know when we're talking about,
I saw Rory. You know the Rory, the Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He's currently the best player in the world, and I was like, you know what? I hear it. It's not that crazy when he's
not
going
a bad fact,
crazy.
yeah?
Like after he scored that Brighton hat trick, free kick, and those 2 goals. Wallah, he's like he's currently on form, best player in the world. I was like, you know what? Wallah, there's no that much of an argument.
Guys,
In the
wallah,
10,
that
he's
Rory guy's
currently
different,
no, but currently in the 10, bro, I don't see many players doing what this guy's doing. And shout out Shifa, wallah. He hates him. He thinks he's not a good enough player. He thinks he's not athletic enough. He thinks players in the Premier League or players top end of the spectrum like have to
let's be honest, but for the way this guy
have to actually be either physically good, like
Yeah.
run across the park,
yeah.
quick, wallah, be strong.
for the way this
Like-
guy is built and what he's actually doing, it
doesn't make sense.
It does not make sense at all.
Yeah, no, it's his
I
football.
think that's
it's
what
football IQ.
surprised everyone about it.
He is just football talent best. Like I can do whatever. And when I was watching him against Arsenal in the last game that they just played, you know, if he doesn't get it, he drops all the way into like the halfway line. And he just picks it up, and from
And
from there,
turns
and he
and plays
turns,
the through
and
ball.
he goes straight. Even though there's like 2 players in front of him, he still does those things.
Have you seen those TikToks of his turns where he
Yeah.
just like lets it run
Taps.
across his body and then taps it away from him? Yeah, wallahi.
Yeah.
He would be.
Push IQ.
I think he would be one of the most annoying players to play against.
You get
Yeah,
it.
wallahi.
You're with him in midfield. Wallahi,
He will
that
make
shit
you
is dead,
dance. And you know, you'll be even more annoyed because you're like, this guy's not even faster than me. He's not even stronger than me. What are you doing, cuz?
man. It's just IQ.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing.
Nah, he's
fantastic.
ridiculous, bro. The way he carries
and
the
the
ball.
finishing is next level, bro.
Yeah.
He, just shooting in general.
Yeah.
The
He's
shot
got a
that he
good
took
strike
against
on
you
it.
guys, where everyone's like, yeah, you know what, it doesn't matter, just have it
Yeah.
from there. He took a shot and just moved.
And Raya had to.
Rayo was
had to
just
scramble,
scrambling.
yeah.
Wallahi. Like he's dangerous wherever he picks it up. And a player like that has to be in there with top, like one of the best in the world at the
Yeah,
moment.
definitely.
110%.
Definitely.
110%.
Amazing player, bro.
He's the
Moving
only
on.
reason that Chelsea are even sniffing around top
Yeah,
4 right now.
100%.
Moving on to another player who's the same build and does the exact same stuff. Lamine Yamal in second.
Lamine Yamal's
Oh,
number 2.
second.
39 points. Nail had him first. Rayan had him first. Abdullah had him first. I had him fourth. Hassan had him
and
ninth.
he still did not
I
make
said
it.
it.
Nine.
You are the problem.
9.
Why is that?
9?
Nine
Lamine
is
Yamal?
mental.
Why is that, bro?
No, you gave him the Barcelona.
Because he's
tax.
only above Garnacho. That's it.
That's
The,
right.
the only player currently better than this guy in the world is Vinny. No one else is better than him in the
Nah,
world.
can I tell you
Like
something,
Abdullah under 23, over 23, but nobody.
Because Abdullah, you're only saying this because he's a Barcelona player. That's all.
No, Hassan.
No, hey, I said, listen. I think
doesn't even watch La Liga.
I like Real Madrid more than Barcelona.
Nah, I like the guy. Don't I like?
there needs to be a new
You
rule for
like
you.
the guy best?
I like
Go
the
watch
guy.
his highlight against
I
Bayern
don't mind
Munich.
the guy. You know what I mean?
You need,
But
you need
tell me
your own
something,
rule. You need
tell
your
me
own rule, wallahi.
Lad.
From now on, anything you say against Barcelona is going to be
Last season- Barcelona
tax.
I tell
Because
you
you've been
something.
taxing this team, wallahi, man.
In my opinion, last season in La Liga, Savinho had a better season. In my opinion,
Last year.
last year.
But since the Euros and up until now. talk
Since
to
the
us.
Euros and up until
until
now,
now,
Savinho, like in the Premier League, it's not the most impressive thing to watch.
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
talk to us about Lamine Yamal since the Euros and up until now.
Yeah, but it's like
Against France in that star-studded team, both teams star-studded, he was the one that's standing out.
yeah, he was amazing, not bad.
Like, come on, Wallahi Lazim.
He was amazing. But look, Abdullah, like if we talk about the Euros, he had Nico Williams, he had Rodri, he had Zubamendi or whatever his name is, Fabio Ruiz.
And to be
There's a
honest-
lot of amazing players in that team.
Of course. But he was still the star.
This is why I had him fourth, because I was more lenient on this side, because I thought to myself, like I told you guys earlier, Commander, in one of the other episodes, I was like, this guy, he seems like a crossing merchant. Yes. Like he can't get past his man enough times.
No, the Gleb is there.
This is what I thought at the start.
Yeah.
At the start, this is before the Euros, and maybe the first 2 games into the Euros. This is what I believe, because he wasn't doing it as much, and I was like, majority of his things is like smart play. So I would rather him in a position like as a 10.
Smart and talent.
That's and talent.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like a person who can dominate on a whole game just from the flank. It didn't look like that. It looked like someone who needs to be involved in the game in every passage of play, touching the ball constantly. That's what it looked like.
And now?
But now, it's
Certified.
ridiculous. And why I put him fourth is because the people that are ahead of him have been doing this kind of stuff.
Who do you have ahead of him? Without naming number 1, obviously, we all know who number 1 is.
I had Bukayo Saka on top of him.
Oh, you had the
Like,
over
come on.
23s in there.
He's
23.
Because he changed Greenwood's birth date, bro. Just like put him on there.
Because Bukayo Saka, obviously, we've already spoken about him.
He's a man.
He plays like I've been playing this game for like these guys are my kids. Under 23s are his kids.
Exactly.
that's how
shouldn't be here.
No, but that's how he plays. Like for someone to play like that, and what he just did recently, being out of injury and then playing against Liverpool, and straight away within like 5-10 minutes, instant impact.
Yeah.
That is mental, bro. A player like that, Lamine Yamal, don't get me wrong, he's in that caliber, come on. But this guy's been doing it for way longer. He's been the sole player for Arsenal, captain, come on now. Like he's
I
been
take
doing.
Lamine Yamal over him right now.
And because Lamine Yamal, he can score some ridiculous goals,
right
bro.
now.
I don't know.
Right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, wallahi.
You're crazy, bro.
He does more for the game, Lamine Yamal, for the whole game.
You're crazy.
But I'm talking end product best as a winger.
You're crazy.
I'm sorry.
It's got to be Lamine Yamal. It's better than Saka.
I don't
It's
think
got to
so.
be.
Come on, man.
I don't
Like Abdullah, I tell you, the only reason I pick him over Saka is because his goal scoring ability are ridiculous.
And his assists,
Assists,
bro.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
assists.
but outside of the football's going down, or like
see
he
what I
is
mean?
having a field day.
Yeah.
Saka's learning
See what I
from him, man. I think Saka's learning from Lamine Yamal right
And
now, man.
and this is why I didn't want to hold it against him. When I said cross merchant, majority of his assists, I like that.
It's
Okay,
passes.
you know,
It's not
I
even
know,
a cross,
I
it's
know,
a
I know.
pass,
I don't
bro.
want to get.
It's a
hung for
through
this.
ball
I don't want to get
from
hung for this
anywhere.
in the comments, but it reminds me more of a David Beckham-esque kind of player.
Nah, miss
on the
me
wing.
Who?
Stop.
Wallah, I'm sorry.
Nah,
wallah.
stop
Wallah,
it.
I'm sorry.
Stop
Bro,
it.
Beckham could never take on players like that.
I'm not talking about taking on. I'm not talking about taking on.
Huh? What are you talking about then?
If we look, I never seen the assist, but I'm just guessing from watching him play. I think his assist is more than his goals.
Because I'm going to
Yeah,
say
those
something.
numbers are
It's
more than
probably,
his goals, yeah.
I'm going to tell you something.
Majority of the
yeah?
assists are what?
No.
Crosses.
Go.
Crosses.
You know,
I'm sorry,
wallahi,
wallah, I just remember crosses, guys. Wallah.
It's the one where he's doing it through the players, not the one that comes
he
around.
doesn't- he doesn't-
It's the one
It's
that
not a
comes
cross,
through the
it's-
His
players.
passing,
passes, bro,
don't get
from
me
out
wrong,
there.
his
Amir.
passing ability is unreal, and that's why I said he should play as a 10.
Because
That's my opinion.
I'll
on
be
it.
honest with you,
Nah.
Amr, if this episode makes it to TikTok, you're finished, right?
I probably am, wallah. But you know what?
Yeah, go on, wallah.
Azam is gonna stop me up anyway.
From
Nothing we haven't seen before. Gulab.
I'm not-
I've already
Greenwood-
been bullied.
Greenwood, David Beckham over Lamine Yamal. This is too much, right?
No. I didn't say. Hey, Azam. Hey,
That's
I
what you
didn't
gotta
say-
do, bro.
I didn't say David Beckham over Lamine Yamal. I said the way
Stop
this guy.
repeating it. Enough.
Yeah, wallah, it's
Enough.
digging your grave.
Saying it once is enough,
You
bro.
gotta say it again, Amr, please. Yeah, I'll take over.
Anyways, Lamine Yamal, there's only one player in the world better than him right now, and that's Vinicius Junior.
And sadly, he's not under 23 good player.
Yeah, Vinicius Junior. That is it.
He's
I'm-
23
I'm
probably.
I'm appalled at the fact that he's second.
Wallah, actually,
Is
that's
he
not good
23?
enough. Alright, there's 24, I think, or 25.
Is he?
Who?
Vinny.
No,
Is
no,
he
no,
23?
he's old.
He's older than 23.
Maybe the same age as Greenwood.
Probably.
I think Lamine Yamal's going to do that transition into the 10 soon.
Please, Azam, take it out. Azam, anyway.
Can you
Moving
check how
on
old is Vinny?
to number one.
It's obvious.
Number one, Jude Bellingham. With 44 points. Hassanan had him second. Nail had him third. Rayyan had him second. Abdullah second. Amr second.
Who did you have first, Hassan?
Kamavinga.
My,
I forgot. I was like, how can you not have Jude Bellingham first? Because you hate him right now because he doesn't run hard enough.
At the moment,
It doesn't defend.
that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons. And also, like when I thought about it,
Heart over
like
anything,
Kamavinga
wallah,
has done
Hassanan.
more for us than this guy so far. So he deserves to be top.
Hassanan, we understand your football takes now.
Yeah.
He's been on
But like lately, Bellingham.
Not doing enough, huh?
Yeah, Allah.
I don't think
Because
we
one of
need
the players I put number 3, he didn't even make any.
We understand. Let's finish off what we're talking about with Jude. I don't think we need to say much, to be honest.
I think we do need to say much.
I think we
bro.
need to say about what is happening right now. With him right now, his performance. is lately.
His performance dropped.
has
but
dropped.
boys,
It has
like,
dropped.
It's been a cut, what,
Yeah.
3 months? His
It's dropped, but why has it dropped? I think it's dropped because of Carlo Ancelotti playing him out of position.
Yeah, and I think Carlos Ancelotti right now trying to cater for Mbappe. You guys spoke about it.
It's too hard.
It's too much.
He no longer has the freedom he used to have, like from
Like that
last
nigga's
year,
still
so.
running in the box by himself. No one
Nah, but
asking him to.
it's not right where he's being played.
And
And,
then
Yeah.
you got
and
some
what I'm
top
saying,
guys.
what I was gonna say is the only reason I had him ahead of like the likes of Cole Palmer, Musiala, Pedri, and these guys because of the big moments. Like he was
Yeah.
involved in a lot of big
Yeah.
moments, especially last year.
Yeah.
For the club,
he
country.
dominated the Classico last year.
Yeah.
And in the Euros, come on.
And the beginning of the season, when he scored 13 goals.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season. Like
He
when
had-
Vinny
he
was
had-
out,
he had a lot of
he was
big
our man.
moments.
wallah.
Yeah.
He had a lot of
He
big
can
moments.
step up.
So that to me is like the guy where when the pressure's on, he can stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a worry.
And you can tell pressure doesn't. What is it?
Doesn't
what
affect
pressure?
Yeah.
What is it?
Tires.
Precious tires.
Yeah.
So just so we can just go through the list and just everyone knows khalas who we have. We have number 1, Jude Bellingham. Number 2, Lamine Yamal. Number 3, Cole Palmer. Number 4, Pedri. Number 5, Musiala. Number 6, Camavinga. and the rest are all equal points. Wirtz, Mason Greenwood, Gvardio, Nico Williams. How do we feel about the list in general?
It's a good
Because
list.
I wanted
It's
to
a
know,
solid
like,
list.
is Julian
Besides
Alvarez
Saka.
under 23?
With the players that we've missed.
Besides Saka
Is that the only person?
and Rodrigo,
Yeah.
excluding Abdullah and Hassanen's rule of the 23,
Yeah.
it's
are
a
the
good
two.
list.
Those are the two. Yeah,
It's
those
a
are
good
the two
list.
we missed.
And there's one player that I picked now as number 2, number 3. He didn't make this list. Any of the list. Hendrick, bro.
Hendrick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had him outside. Yeah, that's the player that I forgot to write down.
Did he?
Yeah, I forgot to write down. He's outside.
Bobby.
He's
Oh,
not
they
making
didn't
it.
make it? Okay.
No,
That's
he-
a robbery, because he's 18 years old. Like,
And let's be honest, that guy is nowhere near this list.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest.
he's amazing. Like,
He's nowhere near. You know, even if we tried to put him in the outside list, he wouldn't make that one. Well, I'll be honest
Don't
with
come
you.
near it.
He does not come near it. That
Bro,
guy,
add the goal. He could have been. He could have made it.
He could have made it.
that's one I
That's
thought
a
of.
good shout.
That's
Yeah,
one I
yeah,
thought
good
of.
shout.
He could
But
have.
he hasn't played enough.
But in the Euros, he was amazing, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough though.
He
That's
plays
the
for
thing.
Real Madrid, yeah.
Yeah, he plays for-
Honorable mention.
You won't see him. Honorable mention, yes.
But
you
shout
won't
out
see
Barcelona and La Masia is back, man.
They are.
Youngsters
back
are
and
back.
up, alright.
You know what? Every club
Because
needs
there's
to
a
go
guy
broke.
that I remember who wrote an article like about Barcelona and La Masia, the whole this nonsense, this whole La Masia nonsense. Apparently, only two players from the great Barcelona team were actually from La Masia.
They
The
got
rest of
scouted
them
from outside.
Yeah, the rest of them are outside.
Yeah,
He's-
Is
that's what
Messi,
they
is
do.
Messi considered from La Masia?
that's what they were saying. He's not La Masia.
Yeah, but they come
But
there.
he's
what?
been there
Hassan,
since, yeah,
14,
since a kid, basically.
13, yeah.
Yeah, but
La
that's
Masia.
not considered La Masia. You know what
It
I mean?
is, man.
It should be. It should be.
Like the
No,
talent
but
wasn't.
it's where do you draw the line, Hassanin?
Draw the line is like this guy started from there.
From what do you mean?
3
It's
years old
it's his
down
first club.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 players
He's
like that.
talking
already.
about them being.
That's
this is-
impossible.
From like
That's
7
impossible.
or 8 years old.
Nah,
Born there,
you can't
basically.
do that.
Fine.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Nah, let me say
That's
that
difficult.
he's still got a lot of developing to
Oh,
do.
can
by
we
the
take
age of
like,
14?
can we take credit for example like Odegaard? Can we take credit for that?
You can't. The Norwegian team that is it Norway? Is he from Norway?
Yeah.
The Norwegian team that brought him to you guys can take credit.
Exactly.
Not you
So
guys.
that's
He's
like
got
the
about
Barcelona
17.
team. Most of the
No, but
Barcelona
he-
team.
you bought him
him-
for money
You
last year.
signed him, cuz.
That's what everyone. That's what the Barcelona did too. They
The
signed
La
all
Masia
these
kids are
players.
coming at like 14.
It's a little
So
kids,
they
bro.
got like 4 years to develop.
This guy went.
Because I'm gonna find this article and send it to you guys a lot.
Yeah,
This article.
we're ready to read.
Anyways, boys, that's the top 10 done. Now, the best segment of in the world online. H2 Pod. I have a fire question. I think it's elite. If you guys actually have a good answer to this, and we can go around the room. If VAR could be used in everyday life, what's one moment you would want to review? In life, you do this and you stop and you have to review.
You get the decision right.
Yeah. What would be one thing?
So how does that work?
Explain it. What do you mean?
What do you mean? I don't understand all that.
Like, say for example, like a mistake that you've made in your life.
Oh, so you could
do VAR,
go back and
you say, hey, this is actually a mistake. You have to change it and you do something else.
Change the decision.
Basically, I changed the decision.
That's a good
Don't
point.
get in trouble, right?
ما عايزين نتكلم يا جماعة.
It's probably Hoyland for you.
أي والله يا.
Hoyland. For me, it's this one. Oh no.
The coffee that you used to
Definitely didn't need it a lot. We could have reviewed this.
That's I think that's too much of a personal question. Huh?
We didn't talk about the Socceroos game, bro.
Yeah, wallahi.
We should have spoke
We
about
went
it.
to Australia against
Saudi?
Saudi.
Oh, man,
Saudiya.
game, wallahi, azim.
One thing I came out with from that game,
Yeah.
2 things.
Yeah.
The Saudi Fenech Junior is an absolute bum.
The bum, wallah.
Wallahi.
The Belgium
Number
guy,
8.
yeah? Is it?
Number 8, Hassan Mohamed Afdal
the
against
midfielder.
from Belgium. And the second thing is,
Yeah.
Ali Al-Bilahi
Ken
is
Ball,
actually a
wallah.
top centre back.
He's class.
He is a top
World
centre-back.
class.
You know which
There's
one
no
this is,
joke.
yeah? This is the guy that
The guy that bullied Messi. He was
Oh,
swearing.
yeah, I know.
fight
The
with
fighter,
Ronaldo,
the fighter, yeah,
That
yeah.
guy in the flesh, he is. Even
shit
though
class.
he's still a shithouse merchant, like he went back to the Aussie fans and shushed them. The whole stadium is booing him. He doesn't care. Go, I like him now. Online, he's actually a fantastic centre back. He's like an.
He's
A
so good on the
centre-back.
ball too.
It's not about that. Like it's about reading of the game. He's
Yeah.
the one that holding the line for the whole team. He's the one dealing with every problem. He's the main guy. He's like the Saudi Van Dijk.
It's fantastic, bro.
Huh?
He's got mind games قول
You
لي.
Nah,
say
he's
he's
fantastic.
And the left back, the captain.
Yeah, he was good. He was
That
good.
And
guy-
the right back too.
Saud wasn't that much. He
No,
didn't,
it
he
was-
didn't impress
He
us that
blocked a
much.
nice goal, bro.
He had an
Yeah.
off. He had an off day.
But
You know
he
what I
blocked
mean?
a nice goal, lah.
No, very off day, very off day.
Yeah,
But
no,
the
off
guy
day.
on the guy on the left side.
Because he blocked that, like,
Yeah,
But that's just one part of the
on
game.
the ball and stuff, and one-on-one defending, he wasn't. He
On
wasn't
the ball,
really
the guy on the left, everything was coming through him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the way I was so shocked about how calm they were in any situation. Australia's pressing with 3 players, and it's 2 players. Kida.
And they play one touch around them.
And
Who's the
wallahi.
manager now?
The same French guy.
The
from
French
World
guy,
Cup, they
yeah.
brought him back.
have it on that.
Boy يا عم.
I have a couple more questions.
Yeah,
with
go.
with the would you rather's. You guys want 2 more or just 1 more?
Two.
Depending on this one, because this one is gonna test you guys. All right. Would you rather have the pace of Vinny Jr., but your current stamina, wherever you are right now, don't say I'll go work on it this. You have this current stamina, khalas, and you're the pace of Vinny, or you have the stamina of N'Golo Kante, but your current pace right now.
Stamina of N'Golo Kante and my pace right now because I'm pretty explosive for a big boy.
Yeah, well, he actually is.
Guys, he finally going.
Pace. I'll do 5 sprints again and I'll score 5 goals. How about that?
Take a chance to tell you
I
that.
take the pace. What do you
Wallah,
mean?
take the
You reckon?
pace.
Wallah, the pace any day.
Now, imagine, let's say for example, you have your current pace, but an engine. You never stop running.
Man, I don't stop.
You
Sounds like you have to win attack us.
this is gonna be for the follow-up question. But what position are you now? For everyone to know.
Wallahi.
Nice and number
the
9,
pace,
mate.
mate.
He is
Sunday soccer
a 10,
wala Newmarket?
10.
What are we talking
You're
about?
a 10 Newmarket.
10.
Yeah?
10.
Striker.
Up front.
Number 9. Abdullah. 6. Not even an 8. 6.
No, 8. Wallah, 8.
6.5.
Let's say 6.
6.5. 6.5.
Nah,
Okay, I say 6.5.
7. 6 and an 8.
Me? I don't have a position, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Don't worry about me.
Goalkeeper.
What position would you say? Wallah?
Originally, I was a defender.
Okay.
No, but Anna, if I get Vinny's Hinay, I'm changing. I'm going wing.
No, but I'm saying to you, consider it for your
I'm
position.
going wing.
Consider it for now. Let's see in your position.
But
Do you really
that's
need
the
pace?
thing. If I am gonna get his pace, I'll play striker.
Yeah, that's what I'm
When
saying.
you're
That's
winger,
how
you
we're
know, like,
thinking.
I'll
But I'm
change it
saying
up.
for your
To
position.
enhance your current
Obviously,
position,
I'll take
we're going to
N'Golo
take the
Kante's
engine.
stamina.
We're going to take the engine. Rayan is going to take the pace, bro.
Nah. I'm gonna be. I'm explosive, Abdullah already.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Hey,
just say the way
let's
he
do a
is.
race. Let's do a race right now, boys.
But you got you're
And
pretty
non-stop.
fit. You're pretty fit.
And it's non-stop. I'm saying I'm getting.
No, but you're already
seen
pretty
him at
fit.
Newmarket? Gal pretty fit, gal.
Yes, good.
Rayan creates a rotating roster for the midfielders. Each one plays 15 minutes, so he can get a break. Don't worry about us. Greatest coach of all time, wallah.
I want everyone to play enough.
Oh,
That's my fitness is not there, wallahi. Wallahi, fitness is
I
not
know because you play multiple sports. You play footy. I
swear it's mad.
paddle with this.
I'm tactical. I'll play tactical.
Isma, if you have pace, wallah al-azim, you'll be good. But you need pace.
I know
This world,
that's one of the
to
one
make
things
it, you
that-
need pace.
Yeah, it takes you above everyone.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
but
taking N'Golo Kante.
5 runs isn't enough.
Wallahi, there's niggas that just
I
they're
personally-
up there best because they're fast.
I'll take N'Golo Kante stamina.
Me too.
Well, I think I'll take that.
Ahmed, you're not
What
included
did
in
it do
this
for
question.
Minlay?
Ahmed, he's not included in this question.
Okay, I'm including this next one. Khalas.
Okay, you can't,
Okay,
because that
and
one's not fair.
this one, take your positions into consideration. Okay, would you rather play one match with? No, actually, you know what? Play one match. If you had the chance to play one match, who would you pick as 2 players that have retired or are playing right now professionally, and top tier players, to either play alongside you, okay, or ahead of you? So, say for example, now you're a 10, someone to play with you or behind you as the defender, and another player to play ahead of you. So someone that you're going to put through every single time. Abdullah, for your thing is similar to him.
I know.
Rayan, for you, someone who's going to feed you the ball.
I already got.
So I'll pick 2 players.
Let's make it 1, actually. Let's make it 1. That's a bit tighter. We'll do 2-1. One player.
My answer's already set.
Who?
Before I even, it's 2 people. Give me
It
whoever.
has
Close
to
your
be
eyes, kid, and give me
one.
whoever.
One
Either
player.
Zidane or Fabregas.
I was gonna say
Whichever, in
Zidane
the
too,
10.
wallah.
You want them to play with
I
you?
want them in the 10.
In the 10.
In the 10. Just give them passes through the
I'm
lines
saying-
and they make you look so good.
I'm
bro.
saying think about this in Newmarket Phoenix.
Yeah, give
Okay?
me one of these.
Zidane playing Newmarket Phoenix
Yeah,
number
give him in the
10.
10 and then he'll set up Yahya. If
He'll
he
run
doesn't
in
set up Yahya,
Yahya.
بعد ذاك.
Well,
He's gonna play Yahya. He's gonna play Ahmed Musa wide. Vibes.
So one player.
One
He
player.
says it down.
You're number 9. So who do you want behind you feeding you the ball, or on the wings delivering the ball to you?
Ozil
That's
behind me.
Very
Just,
good.
just
Very, very
put
good.
it right in front of me, just so I can just toe poke it in.
Good choice.
That's all.
Why? Good choice. Why? Now, as a 10, you're a 10. So who would you want?
I'll get a
Soon.
no,
no,
striker.
don't be silly.
and I'll
You
get
want a striker?
Henri.
Henry as a 10.
Us-
And
us
you're
would-
10
he's
behind.
gonna chase it. Regardless, he'll
Fair
make
enough.
it.
Over
Good
here,
ball,
he'll
bad
make
ball.
it.
He'll not give
long
that
ball.
ball, he'll still make it.
Asma, but in the big games against Brighton in Newmarket, he's not going to show up because that's a problem. You're going to have to make it out. يعني بعدين.
Shakil, Allah.
But I'd rather have a defensive midfielder behind me, someone that will just if
Yeah.
I mess up, he's
Clean up
there.
everything for you. I
N'Golo
can go
Kante,
like
bas.
Yeah,
Kante
okay.
has to be Kante.
Same you.
Because he took Zidane, so I'll take Ronaldinho, bro.
As-
Ronaldinho?
Ronaldinho,
He's
any
not playing at
position.
the back though.
لا
Yeah,
لا
he
لا
can stay with
لا.
me.
Then who would you take to be in your team in the indoor?
Indoor? Ronaldinho, definitely.
برضو؟
Ronaldinho, any day, bro.
Neymar, cuz, come on.
No, retired. We're talking about retired players. No,
Nah, he said
we're talking about
retired.
retired players,
Oh,
not
does
retired
that
players.
I'm
Karen, you talking about? Wala?
anyone.
Amr, you know who you should have?
No.
A player that you hate.
I was gonna say
Tony Cruz.
That's what I was about
That's
to say.
who you-
Wallahi, that's
Shout
what
out
you-
Shiva,
That's
wallahi.
exactly what I was about to say. Because I need those long
He can
switches,
find
bro.
you from deep, wallahi.
Yeah.
Why don't
Wallahi,
you go post scores?
That's facts,
That's a
برضو.
good one too. That's a good
That's
one
not bad.
But
But I
the
think-
Walla
I
Javi
think-
Alonso, anyone of that type,
Yeah.
you know, ones that can
Because you
ping
could-
it in behind.
You could
Yeah.
even say Pogba.
Nah,
Someone that will consistently find you,
He's gonna
guys.
dance on the ball too much, wallahi. I'm
Please,
making
yeah,
my run.
wallahi.
Play it. I don't want that. I want his first time delivery. Thug, you know.
Javi Alonso's the
time.
guy for you, bro.
About Rodri, the Ballon d'Or winner.
Nah, I never seen him ping one
To be
over the top, kida.
Yeah, nah, it will be Cruz. I think out of everyone, it'd probably be Cruz, wallahi.
The one you hate.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
We completely
Now
forgot
you
that actually
respect
Rodri won the
Nah,
Ballon
I
d'Or.
respect him, wallahi, but that's just that role. I don't need it for anything else. To be honest, in NPL, actually, no, you're not gonna say anything about NPL. Like he's gonna smash it. Not gonna say it. I thought maybe he'll get pressed too much and he can't get out.
Come on, don't be silly.
Nah, relax. Anyway, boys, you want another one or you want to end
Nah,
up
Boys,
that?
I'm trying to get Paula.
I have some elite ones.
Do one more. I'm gonna leave.
Save
Elite
for
ones.
next episode. Save for the next episode.
We'll leave it there, boys. Anyway, that's our top 10 and a couple would you rathers. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I asked you guys last week to put suggestions in the comment section. Let us know if you guys want to see more of these kind of content or reviews or whatever it is. And one suggestion, we've put I think to a couple of people already. But what do you guys think of actual content on the pitch? Like some sort of football challenges, whatever. I've been trying to get this going for a while because there's some people on this
'Cause I wanna do
podcast
it.
that think they're actually elite at football.
Yeah.
Like Hassanin Idris thinking he can stop my penalties. Actually, at this point he can, or like with the penalties I missed at the weekend.
Penalty from last week.
No, but let us know what you guys think, if you guys want that kind of content or not. Because we're more than happy to do that, and I think it will be very, very entertaining. Wallahi lazim. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Take care and
Because
peace.
me against Amr free kick challenge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fire, bro.
All my niggas, we intimidated. All my they intimidated. Burn City, we intimidating. Got my young boy and he intimidated. All my shooters, yeah, they really aiming with them cold niggas. We ain't got no patience. Money talks in my conversation. One niggas, they imitated.
Ask my dogs, we intimidated. Ask my bro, we intimidated. How you poppin', no niggas hating, and I play the hoe to keep it.